You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 10th of February, 2026. It is 51 days after the winter solstice. It is 38 days before the spring equinox. The sun rises today at 6:56 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:10 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:24 p.m., civil twilight ends at 5:53 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 6:25 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 24 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 39% full at midday. The moon rises today at 1:56 a.m. The moon sets today at 10:57 a.m. The moon reaches its apogee at 11:52 a.m. The new moon will arrive on Tuesday, the 17th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 4 a.m., 1 meter 16. In the morning, low tide, 10:28 a.m., 9 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 4:31 p.m., 91 centimeters. At night, low tide, 10:37 p.m., 15 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, on a fiercely frigid afternoon, everything is still in the bright, cold light. But nearing an evergreen euonymus bush, dense with leaves, a chorus of sparrows fills the air with its social chirping. Deep in the safety of the bush, they are content to gather at midday and sing together. Being highly social, they revel in these opportunities to build relationships within their flock. But when the observer walks past the bush, the birds all at once go perfectly silent, not a peep. And yet when the human has passed by, the chorus starts up just where it left off. Commemorations. On this day in 1763, the Treaty of Paris ended the French and Indian War, and Quebec came under British rule. That change has shaped the nations of North America to this day. National treasures. On this day in 1807, President Thomas Jefferson signed the act that created the U.S. Coastal Survey. It was the first scientific research agency created by the young United States. In 1970, it was folded into the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which continues its work making nautical charts of our seas and coasts. On this day in 1943, Vesta Stout wrote a letter to President Roosevelt proposing the invention of what we now know as duct tape. Stout was working in the Green River Ordnance Plant near Amboy, Illinois, and she had 2 sons serving in the Navy. While packing boxes of ammunition for the war effort, she was disturbed that the boxes were sealed with flimsy paper tape and then dipped in wax as a waterproofing measure. This made them difficult to open quickly under enemy fire. In her letter, she suggested a new kind of tape made of waterproof fabric that could easily be ripped from a box. Roosevelt was impressed and passed her suggestion to the War Production Board. They asked Johnson & Johnson to develop the new tape, and duct tape was born. On this day in 1972, David Bowie first performed as the character Ziggy Stardust at the Toby Jug Pub in Tolworth at the southwest edge of Greater London. 60 people attended the gig. Ziggy Stardust was an androgynous Martian rock star who had come to Earth in its dying days. Bowie said the persona was, quote, a finger up the nose of pop sincerity, a boot in the collective sagging denim behind of hippie singer-songwhiners. And Bowie rode Ziggy to fame. Today we remember Bertolt Brecht, born this day in 1898. The director and playwright first made his mark in Weimar-era Berlin, where he wrote the Threepenny Opera with Elisabeth Hauptmann and Kurt Weill. He left Germany for the United States after the rise of Hitler and was successful in Hollywood. But when, in 1947, he was summoned to testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee, he decamped again. Later, in East Germany, he created the Berliner Ensemble. Remember Brecht, a fierce and cantankerous creative force in the theater. We also remember Roberta Flack, born this day in 1937. Her smooth, slow-burning soul sound was a staple of 1970s music and beyond. She made her mark with ballads like Killing Me Softly with His Song, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, and Feel Like Makin' Love. She was an outspoken supporter of musical education in schools, the ASPCA, and gay rights. Her song, Be Real Black for Me, resonates as a shining hallmark of the Black is Beautiful era. Remember Roberta Flack today. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 10th of February, 2026.